Well, it is apparent that we are in the big town of Ivanhoe, and we're on Wisteria. And boy, this used to be a small little street, and you can see the houses have really been updated here, but the street is just the same. So I'm trying to look for a certain house, maybe that house right there. I don't know. I think it was that house. That's Bonnie's right there. I don't know. Anyway, maybe that house. Anyway, I better not film while I'm driving, but Wisteria Lane in Ivanhoe, California. Well, Alawadi Market. You see it? That's the world famous Alawadi Market right here in Ivanhoe, California. That's where you want to get the authentic goods, here on Heather Avenue, Road 158. That stop sign has seen better days here in Ivanhoe. Okay, right down on the end of Main Street is the old Presbyterian Church. I'm trying to keep this phone as I drive by. This is kind of an odd little video because it's a drive-by video, but as I turn the corner, there she is in all her glory. The Presbyterian Church. And see that bell right there? You can see that bell. Oh boy, we used to sneak up there on the top of the roof in the middle of a Saturday night and ring that bell, and we would wake up old Ivanhoe. And right there where the flag is, the old memorial building. And before there was any kind of sheriff in town, there was a security guard of Ivanhoe that lived right across the street, and we'd always harass him for some reason. Let's go see the Ivanhoe Knights. Well, there she is, the new section of the old Ivanhoe Elementary School. That's right, that's where all my knowledge was taught from the 5th grade to the 6th grade. Ivanhoe Knights. Oh, they still got the old knight there, so it's still called the Ivanhoe Knights. I guess that's still politically correct if you can call yourself a knight in shining armor. But here we go. That's the old school right there. All right, there you go. But when I was here, they didn't have the old electronic sign like they have there. There it says Ivanhoe Knights right there. I'll be darned. The Knights of Ivanhoe. Apparent that is still here. It's called the Ivanhoe Library, and it's just as small as it was back in the day. And boy, those trees have gotten a lot bigger since I used to sit underneath them. Well, it is apparent that is the old Ivanhoe Hardware Building, and that place has been around, oh, since Ivanhoe's been around. You can see it's got some old painting up there and some new painting as well. And right across the street, well, that's the old Hair West Barber Shop right there, where you used to get your hair cut. And I'm just gonna let this car drive by. It's turning, so as I turn the corner here, this used to be a doctor's office. I'm gonna roll down the old window, and that's where you'd get your drugs. And right there is used to be a little market, but this is where I used to live, in these apartments. Right back there, actually, right down that in the middle apartment. So I can see that a middle apartment right there, and it sure does look the same, doesn't it? My mom used to have lots of plants. And yeah, there it is right there, the Ivanhoe Apartments. And I don't remember palm trees being here. So they sure have changed that. And this was the Ivanhoe Drug Store, and now it looks like Ivanhoe Insurance. I'll be damned, things have changed. And we got the Boys and Girls Club. So this is all new, but that building is old. That used to be a church also. And these streets are a little smoother than they were. Well, as I drive down the road, it is apparent that is the old Fessler house. Roy and John and Roy and, boy, the Fesslers. of Ivanhoe. Where are they now? There is a good shot of that old Ivanhoe hardware. You can just see the edge. And look at the Ivanhoe hardware writing still on the top, barely visible. Colonial paints. I see it. And the Jolly Cone is in memories only. But here is the old main street of Ivanhoe. On one side had competing bars. Mills and Lloyd's, or something like that. But now it's a family market. And right here is where I fell through the roof on my 18th birthday tearing down a building. All right, let's keep going. There's Jerry's old shop. That's where he used to hang out all day and weld. And this is the Clinks packing house where you pack oranges. There it is, Clinks and Association. Anybody recognize that place has been in business for a long time. You can smell the oranges around here. Smells like money. This is the new part of Clinks. This didn't used to be here. And here's another church in Ivanhoe that used to feed us on Wednesday nights. Right in that frame there, you see that skinny little tree and all the rest have big, thick trees? That could be the tree that I killed, or that one, or that one. But something happened right there. As I passed the corner of Aspen and Road 156, we come across this old house, and a house that does not exist anymore. That house used to be our neighbor, and this new house used to be where I lived, but it burnt down long ago. Well, there's the old body fix-it shop. That used to be one of my first gigs where I lived in the body shop world. I got out of that business pretty quick. And there's the old Young acreage. That house is gone. And look at all this. New houses where the old Young house used to be. Wow. Where did Ivanhoe go? I don't know. And right up here on the corner is the old Odell property. Let's go see if they got their horses still here. The Odells of Ivanhoe right here on the corner. They used to sit on the porch all the time. I don't see their porch anymore even. Where'd the Odells go? There's their horse. Still looks the same to me. Feel scared here? This used to be deep. Our guns are in the back. No, they're not with us.
No, they're not. Where are they?
They're in the mule, under the shade. And one yours in the bag and mine's right on top of it. You wouldn't want to carry them with us, would you?
No,
Okay, we're gonna go by the Morales, Sammy Morales. And these, oh, here's the Burke. Well, it is apparent that this is where the old Burks family used to live. If you could say that anymore, it's a family that used to live there is no longer there. I think it was that one in the corner. So I could be lying to all you guys. You don't know who they are or what they're doing, but I know for sure that the Morales family used to have the nicest house on the block. And I think it's still the nicest. We shall see. I think it was this one with all the palms. Coming up here. The one with the circular driveway. You see it right there. There it is. That's it. You see it here first. Boy, where did the time go? Save more supermarket is now Guadalajara Supermarket. Everything is Espanol in Ivanhoe. Even the recycling center. And of course you gotta come to Ivanhoe and see the triangle. That's right, that's where all the streets come together and get a triangle. And there it is. Yum, yum, yum.